Amy is in Dallas, Texas. Hi, Amy. How are you?
I'm great, Mr. Ramsey. It's good to talk to you again. The last time I got to was during the Millionaires segment. So
Oh, wow.
I'm glad I get a chance to talk to you again.
Cool. So you're an everyday millionaire or a baby steps millionaire?
Yes, sir. I actually have a question. I didn't get to ask a question then, but I still trying to continue to learn. And even though I'm a millionaire, but I still have a question for you.
Okay.
All right. So I've paid listening to you has really got me to be more gazelle intense on just that last step to paying off the house step. Paid about $70,000 of it this year, and I'm kind of wondering what's next once I'm in baby step 7. I've also front loaded my children's 5 to 9s.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do a little bit more next year, but it's not going to break the bank or anything. So, kind of a what's next question. I know I made a big mistake when I started my career. I started contributing to my traditional 401k as opposed to my Roth.
It's not a big mistake.
Kicking myself for it.
I mean, you're just a little less rich than you would have been. It's okay.
Yeah. So I'm just kind of wondering, what do I do now? I'm maxing out my Roth 401k, Roth IRA, both myself and my husband.
And the house is paid off now.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good for you. And you're a millionaire.
Yes, sir.
How old are you?
32, and my husband's 31.
Good night, Amy. That's amazing.
You're amazing.
What do you guys do for a living?
I said this in the Millionaires, but surprise, surprise, we're engineers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Both of you are engineers. I remember talking to you now. Okay. It's
Yeah,
pretty
you
cool because a
said it's a
32-year-old
model.
millionaire following the baby steps is pretty cool. That's what I was just talking about that book coming out. So you're amazing. So here's the thing. I'm going to send you, have you got a copy of The Legacy Journey yet?
I have not.
Let me send you a copy of that, okay?
Well,
Because
appreciate
that's
that.
really a
Thank
baby
you.
step 7 thing. So here's the thing. Number one, the first thing you do is exactly what you've done. You max out all retirements. Keep the government's hands off of anything you can, okay? Now, and then you can use what you're doing there as a part of this second suggestion. Sharon and I, and anytime we're meeting with high-income, high-net-worth individuals, we teach them the same exact thing. And oddly enough, it's the same things we taught in Smart Money, Smart Kids. There's only 3 things you can do with money. Right, Rachel?
Let me answer it.
Yeah.
Pop quiz, Amy. Here we go. Give, save,
Use
and
it.
spend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give, save, and
So
spend.
you need to
We
have
could do that
you
with
need
the
to
5
take
of those.
a
Yeah.
percentage of your income for the coming year before the year starts and say, I'm going to spend this percentage of my income on enjoyment, lifestyle. And you need to enjoy money. You've worked really
that's
hard.
more difficult for me.
I know. And if you don't do it within, here's the weird thing. It's not as difficult once you've allocated it. If you said, this money is to be bought, is to buy something stupid, then when you buy something stupid, it's like, oh, that's what I was supposed to do with it. Okay? Because you labeled it that, right? You're just going to go buy you a whatever, a toy. I don't care. Or you go on a trip, or you do whatever. And because you can afford it, shut up. Okay. Then the second thing you do is you say, here's the percentage of my income that it's going to generosity. And here's the percentage of my income that's going to investments. And those 3 percentages added together need to equal 100.
Yes, sir.
And that's pretty easy. And so the weird thing is that it'll keep you from feeling out of control with your spending, even though you spend a good deal of money on something compared to any other time in your life, but it's a small percentage of your world. Like I got a guy I was meeting with that making $10 million a year, and he spends 5% of his income on lifestyle. Well, that's freaking $500,000. That's a pretty, but it's only 5%, you know? So,
Right.
And the rest of it is generosity and investing. And so, when you do it, when you look at it that way, it's like, you got to be kidding me. But he can go buy whatever car he wants to buy, travel wherever he wants to travel, virtually live in it, buy another house every couple of years if he wants to, another vacation home somewhere out of that. And so you just have to allocate a percentage to fun / lifestyle.
And Amy, I'll say this. My husband and I, we've learned in our process of all of this, and now we are on baby step 7, is that we always need a goal, though. And I'm the spender. So, like me, when you're like, I have an issue spending, I'm like, yeah, that's never my problem. I'm great with it. I can enjoy. But but Winston and I, we sit down together because I'm like, I don't want to flippantly, because you're on baby step 7, it can kind of feel like you can kind of just coast and go. So you still want a goal. So whether it's maybe you want to build a home one day and do it with all cash and keep your current one as a rental. Maybe you guys want to invest in some real estate, a commercial real estate building there in Dallas. Like, I don't know what it is, but having something that you work towards within a 5-year period is really helpful, at least for my husband and I, because we're close to your age.
Yeah. And Winston hadn't bought
helpful.
a truck in 12 years. It's time he buys a truck. He needs to get a truck.
Well, tell Toyota that their Tundras are
Tell Winston. Yeah.
Are backward.
So I mean, the point is you need to enjoy it.
Yes,
You need to enjoy it, and that's part of the equation. It's not the only part, but allocate by percentages. Give your money names, and then you can do it guilt-free and responsibly.
Yes.